Gal, interesting statistic you brought up. 10% of the global economy is under sanction by the United States. And it's not just Saudi that's having these talks now with China. We've heard India talking about this. There's any number of countries probably looking at their own situations and wondering how they can begin to insulate themselves from the potential of becoming part of that 10%, or even perhaps if that 10% grows even bigger. But the question I have for you is, as an advisor to the U.S. Energy Security Council, how are these warnings going down? What is the U.S. actually doing in response to this? Because the consequences of de-dollarization would be catastrophic for the U.S. economy and potentially for the global economy too, because institutionally the rest of the world is probably not set up to accommodate a de-dollarized world. So what are the policy responses here?
Well, first of all, let me correct. It's 10% of the countries of the world. It means 1 out of 10 countries is under some U.S. sanctions. But it may be even, if you add China into this, then it's definitely more than 10% of the world economy. What is the U.S. doing? Look, I think that there is a great disconnect between the mindset of the American political class, that is the various administrations, and particularly Congress, a lack of awareness of their action. It's like a bunch of kids running around with guns, shooting all over the place without realizing what they're actually doing, without looking at the cumulative impact of all of this. Every congressman has a pet project. Everyone wants to sanction someone. But you have to look at the cumulative effect of all of this. And the world is paying attention. And all of this is happening at the time that the U.S. is increasing its debt like there is no tomorrow. When you run a deficit of $2 or $3 trillion a year, this money needs to come from somewhere. And you're expecting all those countries to finance your deficit. So those two objectives they contradict each other. On the one hand, you are sanctioning right and left. On the other hand, you want countries to buy your treasuries and finance your debt. That's not a sustainable scenario.